If you're a fan of Final Fantasy, you're a fan of everyone's favorite feathery friend. Chocobos have been one of the main headliners of the Final Fantasy franchise, and lucky for us, Final Fantasy XIV is no different. I can't stress enough how important it is for new players to not only acquire, but to train their Chocobos as soon as possible. Your Chocobo Companion can and will make a significant difference in all your open world content, whether it's Fates, Leave, Nut Hunt, or simply taking down that intimidating rare mob. Your Chocobo Companion will greatly decrease the difficulty of the content. Now that I've expressed my love for our feathery friend, the first question is, just how do you acquire your loyal companion? Luckily, that's exactly what we're going to discuss in this video. The first step of obtaining your Chocobo Companion will be completing the level 20 quest, My Little Chocobo. This quest can be acquired from the commander of your Grand Company of choice in any of the major capitals. Alright, now that you have your plumpy little friend, before he could stand next to you on the battlefield, you're going to have to complete one more quest, this time the level 30 quest, My Feisty Little Chocobo. This quest can be acquired from the NPC Dosette at Camp Tranquil in the South Shroud. Once this quest is complete, congratulations, you are now the proud owner of a feisty plumpy battle companion who will stand by your side through all hardships to come. So how exactly do you summon your Chocobo? For this, you're going to need Geishul greens. These greens can be purchased by traders in any of the major cities. Once you've purchased these greens, simply go into your inventory and use it. Note, this will also resummon your Chocobo if it would ever happen to fall in battle. The first thing you'll notice once opening your companion's window will be the fact that your companion is rank 1. Luckily, this is only part of your Chocobo's power level. Your Chocobo's actual level will be identical to that of your current character, so don't be afraid to take your companion into your current content at rank 1. Now a little bit more about the ranking system. Your Chocobo is going to obtain experience points whenever you defeat enemies in the open world while your companion is standing by your side. This will be the main way to rank up your companion, and can certainly feel like a slow grind. That's why, like previously mentioned, I strongly advise new players to start training your Chocobos as soon as possible. Luckily, there are some ways to speed up this process. A great way to rank up your Chocobos is going to be by completing the challenge log. Jumping into Fates with waves of enemies is another great way to speed up the ranks. Another great way to rank up your Chocobo will be the stables, assuming you have access to a free company or estate. At the stables, you'll be able to feed your Chocobos cracker roots every hour for some quick experience. Furthermore, other players will also be able to feed your Chocobos while it remains in the stable if you're lacking the time. However, before you can make use of these stables, there's one more quest you'll first have to complete, the level 30 quest, Bird in Hand, acquired from Luqualot at Central Shroud. Eventually, once your Chocobo becomes rank 10, you'll notice it will no longer obtain experience points. Let's call this a soft level cap. Luckily, this is an easy fix. In order for your Chocobo to level past rank 10, you'll first have to feed it Tavenarian onions. This will allow you to break the soft cap and rank your Chocobo up to rank 20. These onions can simply be purchased at the market board. Alright, now that you've ranked your Chocobo a few ranks, you may have noticed your Chocobo has acquired some skill points. These skill points are needed to unlock the abilities and increase the stats of your feathery friend. Before using these skill points, you should first decide what role you would like your Chocobo to specialize in. Of course, it's completely possible to make a mixture of all battle stances, but in order to get the full potential out of your Chocobo, I highly recommend that you stick to 1 or 2 stances. The attacker stance, as the name states, will be its damage dealing stance. This should be your stance of choice when taking on bulky enemies that aren't putting out much damage, or when you simply want to swiftly take down your foes. The healing stance will order your companion to stop fighting and focus on healing abilities. This can be crucial in long, slowy, grindy battles, or in situations where taking a huge amount of damage is unavoidable. The defender stance will order your companion to focus on defensive abilities, while keeping the attention of any enemies. This will pretty much be the equivalent of a DPS, healer, or tank, with the tanking stance being the least significant of the 3, if you decide to choose multiple stances. A tip for new players would be to make sure to unlock Choco Regen and Choco Cure. These 2 abilities will be essential to your survival. After this, you should feel free to invest the rest of your skill points into the DPS battle stance. Keep in mind that your battle stances can be added to your hotbar, so you can swiftly switch between stances depending on the flow of battle. If you're interested to know more about some Chocobo builds, consider subscribing to the channel so you can be notified to the release of our more detailed Chocobo guides soon to be released. Quick note, If you're unhappy with your current build, or simply because you decide to go another way, you can always feed your Chocobo Oregon pepper to reset its skills. These peppers can be purchased for 48,000 seals from your Grand Company's quartermaster vendor. Oh, did I mention that your Chocobo comes with its own personal satchel? That's right, besides all their many perks, they're also willing to carry your items for you, 70 to be exact, which can be a huge plus when you rather keep a variety of items with you instead of leaving them behind with your retainers. That should be pretty much the basics of what you need to know to disembark on a wonderful journey with your Chocobo. Whether it's running through the sunny green pastures, climbing through the rough snowy terrains, or soaring through the beautiful Eorzean skies, you'll always have the most loyal companion by your side. If you have any questions, feel free to leave them in the comment section and I'll certainly get back to you. My name is Jaden from Team AJJ. Thank you for watching.